What happens when a desperate lie meets explosive chemistry? Well, the K-drama Dynamite Kiss just dropped its first episode, and it completely shattered the K-drama rulebook. Forget the slow burn, this episode delivered the biggest moment in the very first hour. Today, we're breaking down the chaotic, hilarious, and surprisingly intense premiere of Dynamite Kiss. Let's dive into how our leads went from strangers to a full-blown fake couple with a real spark. First, we have Go Darim, played by An Undin. She's smart but impulsive, stuck in a cycle of unemployment, and honestly, a bit down on her luck. She's hiding out in Jeju Island because her own family is embarrassed by her. Then there's Gong Di-hyuk, played by Jung Ki-young. He's the hyper-competent, strict, and very successful team leader at a baby products company. He's all about control and professionalism. Their meet-cute? It's a total disaster. Ji-hyuk is on a cliff, shouting his victory into the ocean. Darim, completely misinterpreting his joy as a sign of suicide, dramatically tackles him to the ground in a desperate rescue. Ji-hyuk is furious and leaves her with the bill, establishing an immediate, chaotic antagonism. The plot really ignites the next morning at the hotel. Darim runs smack into her arrogant ex-boyfriend, who is gloating about his new glamorous partner. In a moment of pure panic and self-preservation, Darim does what any desperate K-drama heroine would do. She spots Ji-hyuk and declares, "This is my fiancé." Here's the twist. Ji-hyuk agrees. Why? It's pure business. He recognizes the ex, Jungwon, as the star developer he desperately needs to recruit. He sees the fake dating scheme as a way to get close to his business target. The relationship is now a high-stakes, purely transactional contract. As they commit to the lie, the tension immediately starts to build. Ji-hyuk needs Darim to look the part for a party. We get the classic K-drama makeover sequence, but this one is charged. Ji-hyuk transforms her from stressed-out fugitive to a stunning, glamorous woman. You can actually see the moment his corporate brain short-circuits. When he places a diamond ring on her finger, he's not just committing to the lie for business anymore. There is a distinct look of possessiveness and genuine attraction. At the party, everything is going according to plan, until the ex-boyfriend gets suspicious and corners them. The pressure is mounting, and Darim knows their whole complicated setup is about to explode. To silence the ex-boyfriend and definitively sell the lie, Darim pulls in Ji-hyuk and delivers a fierce, spontaneous kiss. It's an act of desperation, but the impact is immediate. Ji-hyuk, the man of unwavering control, is utterly stunned. But here's the most important part, the moment that breaks the K-drama mold. Ji-hyuk doesn't pull away in shock for long. He stares at her, and with a look of pure primal attraction, he mutters, "Do it again." They follow through with a much longer, more passionate kiss. The transactional contract is officially over. The lie has created an undeniable, dynamite attraction. Last time, our two leads, Darim and Ji-hyuk, went from strangers to an intensely fake couple, all thanks to one unplanned, explosive kiss. Well, Episode 2 of Dynamite Kiss shows us the very immediate, very awkward fallout of that moment, and then drops the biggest lie of the entire series. The episode picks up right after that dynamite kiss. Darim is totally overwhelmed by the sudden heat and attraction, and she quickly escapes the situation, leaving a stunned Ji-hyuk behind. But Ji-hyuk, who has been completely rocked by their connection, isn't letting go. He sees the kiss as a genuine sign of feelings, something he's never experienced before. He immediately tracks Darim down and asks her to go on a proper date, not for business, but for real. They spend a romantic, picture-perfect time together in Jeju. Just as things are heating up, a real-life crisis interrupts. Darim gets a frantic call about a sudden family emergency back in Seoul. Her mother has collapsed due to a financial crisis caused by her sister's husband. Darim panics and leaves Jeju immediately, vanishing without a trace, only leaving a note. Back in Seoul, Darim's life has imploded. The family is in serious debt and she desperately needs a high-paying, stable job. She starts working thankless part-time jobs, while Jiak, unable to find her, searches everywhere, frustrated and heartbroken by her sudden disappearance. This financial pressure forces Daram to attend an interview at a major baby products company, Natural Bebe. It is for a prestigious mother task force team which is exclusively for married women with children. Daram is initially rejected, but overhears a conversation. In a moment of sheer desperation and remembering her need to appear stable for the bank interview, she spins an even bigger, more ridiculous lie. She claims she is married and a devoted mother. The episode culminates in the dramatic reunion. Daram's application is successful, and she is hired as a temporary employee on the Mother TF team. She walks into the office for her first day, and who is her team leader? None other than Gong Jiak. Jiak is initially thrilled to see the woman he's been desperately searching for, but his joy quickly turns to utter shock and confusion when he sees her personnel file. It clearly states her marital status, married with one child. The episode ends on this unbelievable cliffhanger. Jiak is stuck. The woman he has undeniable feelings for, the woman who vanished after their intense kiss, is now his new employee, and according to her paperwork, a completely unavailable wife and mother. His mind is now racing as he tries to reconcile the passionate woman he kissed in Jeju with the seemingly respectable married colleague he now has to manage. So, episode 2 took the fire of the first episode and threw a giant corporate roadblock on it. We now have the ultimate forbidden romance setup. Jiak is battling his feelings for a woman he believes is married, and Daram has to maintain a massive, family-saving lie while working directly under the only man who knows her real identity. Welcome back, K-drama lovers. You thought the sparks flew on Jeju Island? Well, episode 3 of Dynamite Kiss throws a grenade right into the office, and the explosion is epic. Our poor Go Darim finally lands her dream job, only to find her handsome, intensely frustrating one-night kiss partner, Gong Ji-hyuk, is her new team leader. Talk about awkward. But Ji-hyuk isn't just awkward, he is furious. Remember Darim's silly little lie about being married with a kid? Ji-hyuk bought it, and now he thinks he's working with an adulteress. Ouch. He launches Operation Quit, burying Darim in an impossible workload. He's cold, he's demanding, and he's basically daring her to resign. But Darim is a fighter, and she absolutely refuses to back down. This office is officially a war zone. Now, things get seriously dramatic. Darim is grinding late on her ridiculously tough assignment when disaster strikes. A fire breaks out in the adjacent lab. Ji-hyuk, despite his anger, absolutely loses it. All his fury vanishes, replaced by pure, terrifying panic. He charges straight into the smoke-filled building to save her. When he finds her safe, the relief that washes over his face is a massive red flag that his heart is already invested. He can try to hate her, but he can't stand the thought of losing her. This is that classic K-drama contradiction we live for. The fiery anger and the desperate rescue confirm that their connection is absolutely dynamite. Darim spots the picture of the 4-leaf clover she gave him in Jeju saved on his phone. He hasn't forgotten her, not for a second. Darim confronts Ji-hyuk after completing the report he thought she couldn't. Their argument reaches boiling point. He's calling her manipulative, she's calling him privileged. In a moment of pure spite, Ji-hyuk does the unthinkable. He throws her hard-earned report right into the water. Darim, who cannot swim, dives in after it in a desperate attempt to save her work. And bam, Ji-hyuk instantly regrets his cruelty. He pulls her out of the water and into his arms in a soaking, breathless embrace. It's a huge, messy, emotional confession without a single word spoken. Desperate to maintain the lie, Darim ropes her attractive neighbor, Kim Se-nu, into pretending to be her husband for 6 months. Get ready for a fake marriage and a very jealous team leader. But the episode ends with the biggest mystery of all. Ji-hyuk doesn't show up for work. Where is he? Is he running from his feelings? Is he planning his next move? We have to wait and see.
Welcome back, Dynamite fans. Episode 4 is where the emotional Dynamite really ignites. Our CEO, Gong Ji-hyuk, is battling feelings for his team leader, Go Da-rim. He's obsessed with her, but he's holding back because of one massive misunderstanding. He thinks Da-rim is happily married with a child. His self-imposed distance is starting to break his heart, and ours. The tension ratchets up immediately. Da-rim is on the run from the loan sharks her sister saddled her with. Who shows up to ruin Ji-hyuk's mood? None other than Kim Sonu, Da-rim's friend, who Ji-hyuk mistakenly believes is her husband. Sonu casually confirms this marriage while Ji-hyuk is within earshot. This sends Ji-hyuk's jealousy into overdrive, making him act colder than ever. But Da-rim isn't giving up. She finds Ji-hyuk and lays her entire situation bare. The crushing debt, her sick mother, the desperate need to save her team. This isn't just about a job for her, it's about survival. She delivers a powerful plea, asking him to see her team's talent and give them a genuine chance. The wall around Ji-hyuk's heart cracks just a little bit. And then we get the moment we were all waiting for. To prepare for a broadcast, Da-rim and Ji-hyuk are forced to team up for a couples competition to win a needed baby product. In the final round, the classic paper passing game, they get closer and closer. In a split-second movement, Da-rim accidentally kisses him. The world stops. They are both frozen, stunned by the sudden, unplanned intimacy. It's a huge, messy moment that forces their feelings to the surface. Later during the live broadcast, disaster strikes. Da-rim's diaper demonstration goes wrong, and a rival executive's assistant publicly tries to humiliate Da-rim in the chat. As the online negativity spikes, Ji-hyuk steps in, not to fire her, but to fiercely protect her. He declares that he is the only one who can discipline his team leader, effectively shutting down the critics and showing his protective side. The episode barrels toward a dramatic close. Outside the office, the loan sharks finally corner Da-rim. They escalate the situation, demanding the multiplied debt, and then they kidnap her. Ji-hyuk witnesses the whole thing and races after them. He finds them in a dark, deserted place, threatening Da-rim. Just as the danger peaks, Ji-hyuk walks forward, pulls out his exclusive black credit card, and in a moment of pure CEO heroism, asks the only question that matters: how much? He is ready to pay Da-rim's debt in full. And that's where episode 4 ends. Ji-hyuk has crossed the line from professional interest to genuine love and protection. He's risking everything for the woman he thinks is married. What will the loan sharks demand? And how will Da-rim react to this colossal, heroic gesture? Let me know in the comments below. Do you think Ji-hyuk should finally learn the truth about the fake husband? Don't forget to like and subscribe for our deep dive into episode 5.